super excited to see what today's theme is. Hopefully it's nothing too hard because, well, after Cindy's big meltdown, I did not want to be in that situation she was in. But Cindy also is an online chef and lived by her own rules. So I think Paul's going to do terrible too.
I think that last week was a huge mistake, and I'm hoping this week's theme's a little bit easier.
I think I did pretty good last week. He said I wasn't the best pizza chef there, but I wasn't the worst, which when I heard I wasn't the best, I was hoping he was going to follow up with I wasn't the worst, because I am a pizza chef, and it would have been a fail for me to lose on pizza.
Okay, everyone. Today's theme is breakfast. Yes, I'm hoping there's a sandwich I can make or something, because that's my plan. Make a breakfast sandwich, because those are so much like burgers.
My plan is to make something that you like. I love making gluten-free food that people do not see every day. And there are a lot of like breakfast sandwiches, cereals, etc. But what is one thing that you've never seen that to be gluten-free that you want, but is impossible to find?
Oh boy. I hope there's some oatmeal in there, because that's what I make for breakfast.
I can think of a few things that I can make, but I work in a fancy restaurant. I do not bake breakfast sandwiches, pizzas, cereal. I make fancy omelets with pancakes covered in a little salt and pepper.
I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make deviled eggs, and I'm going to design the yolk to have a nice flower design. I think Chef Gamzee will really like the presentation and the taste. I add just enough salt. And go!
Okay, my plan is to make a cookie breakfast sandwich. It's not going to be made out of cookies. It's going to look like cookies. So I need to start with the eggs. So I need to take them over to the stove.
What are you doing?
Remember how I made a pizza that looked like a cookie last week?
Yeah, that was good.
Well, I'm going to make a breakfast sandwich that looks like a cookie.
That's a bad idea.
Well, wait. Let me tell you what the ingredients are. The inside will be made out of eggs, and the bread will be in the normal breakfast sandwich. But instead of the frosting that you put on a cookie, I'm going to use cheese.
But you need to put some cheese in the center.
I'm gonna.
And some sausage, or else it's not a breakfast sandwich.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Kel's idea is either going to be a terrible one that gets her an elimination, or it'll be a good one that works out. I still don't know which it will be. And what are you doing, Paul? I'm making some bacons and eggs with a side of sliced up watermelon. That sounds really good, Paul. That sounds like a good breakfast. I think that I'm going to be the best cook of this week, because obviously Chef Gamzee already likes how it is, and it's not even ready yet. So he's going to like it so much when it's ready, because it's going to be the best breakfast ever. Edward, what are you doing? I'm baking pancakes. You don't bake pancakes, you fry them. I know, but in the 90s was the last time I cooked, and I thought of a great idea, different from the rest. Cooked pancakes. They are supposed to be on a pan. Get those out now. Okay. What are you doing, Trish?
So, I don't make many breakfasts where I work, but there is one breakfast that I do make, and it's pancakes with a side of scrambled eggs. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to put a twist, and I'm already going to have the ketchup on it.
Ooh. I have mixed emotions about ketchup on eggs. I think that it could taste good, unless the eggs are too salty. Then it just makes the ketchup taste too salty. So she can't make this too salty, or else it will taste horrible, and it will not go as planned. But it could work out. I don't know how I feel about her already having the ketchup on the eggs pre-cook. Much better, Edward. Yes, see, pans cook it better. Yes, I see the difference now. And I already put the butter on, so it's kind of melting on there to give it some extra flavor. And I'm going to have sausage on the side. Okay. You probably should cook the sausage in that stove you were using. Okay, Chef. I think Chef Gamzee's confidence in me is good. I really hope I don't disappoint. Ella, what are you doing?
So, at least I have never found a gluten-free breakfast burrito, so I'm going to freshly roll the gluten-free dough by hand, and then I'm going to go cook eggs, bacon, sausage with 3 different types of cheese.
That's going to take a long time, but that's definitely a good idea.
Thank you, Chef.
I have confidence in Ella's idea. I think a gluten-free breakfast burrito is very creative and very smart of an idea.
For real, have you ever found a gluten-free breakfast burrito? Tag me at Ella on Instagram.
Matt, what are you doing? I'm cooking a breakfast sandwich because those are similar to burgers, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Very good idea, and it looks so much better than whatever that monstrosity of burnt pizza was last week. Okay, I've got to take a break from the pancakes and go put the sausages in the oven. Yellow, what are you doing?
Well, I'm a pizza chef, so of course I'm going to have to make breakfast pizza.
Very good idea. Very similar to how Matt is making a breakfast sandwich.
But I wanted it to be a little unique. The crust is going to be a cheese crust.
Oh, some stuffed crust for a breakfast pizza. That's been unheard of. Very good idea.
Someone should try it one day. I should get Mose to add it.
Yellow is a very creative chef. I'm surprised she didn't think of the breakfast burger week 1, and Edward did. Especially since Edward is really old.
Mose, you heard what I said to Chef? Add it. Write the ingredients down. I'll text you later what's in it.
That's looking really good, Kel.
Thank you. I am actually almost done. I just had to add my cheese on the top of the bun and then the cheese inside. Then I should be done.
Is the cheese cooked?
Yes.
Then good. Very good.
Who puts not cooked cheese on food, right? Right?
Right.
Phew. Thought he was angry. Right? He's not, right? Okay. Done.
Well done, Kel. That was very fast.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me, Edward?
Ah, no! Not again! This happens too much, people! I'm going outside until it's gone.
I forgot to take the sausages out of the oven. Whoopsie. Edward, you need to remember to take the sausages out of the oven when you hear the oven go ding. But I guess you just were too focused on cooking these pancakes, which are already overcooked as well. I'm sorry, Chef. You should be. This is almost as bad as Cindy. How did you make it this far? I don't know. Yeah, me neither. Well, that was an oops. I did not intend that. But I'll add a little bit of salt and it should all be better. Oh, Trish, how are you almost done?
I worked through the fire. My friend started a fire once and it lit my hair on fire, hence why I have a headband. These are extensions.
Wow.
He just started a fire and I caught fire, didn't stop cooking.
Oh, Larry, I don't believe I've gotten to you yet. I see you're making deviled eggs with a flower pattern. That is very creative and very good design. Just don't add too much salt. Too much salt could ruin all breakfasts. Chef Gamesy seems to have a lot of confidence in me, and I'm very glad about that, and I'm hoping it all works out. Paul, how long has that bacon been in the oven? Like 30 minutes? You don't cook bacon for that long. Are you stupid? You act like you're stupid. You look like you're stupid. You cook like you're stupid. Stop being stupid, Paul. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. This is like the trends now. Plus, he has spiky hair, too. Done, Chef. Whoa, that was really fast, Larry. You can't wait to see the designs on these eggs. Thanks, Chef.
Done.
Whoa, everyone's getting done now.
Let me just plate my burrito and boof. Alrighty.
A little bit of salt here, a little bit of salt there. Edward, what are you doing with salt? Salt has no place on a pancake. I'm salting the sausages and a little bit of salt on the pancake. That's not how you cook that food. A little bit of salt on sausage is okay, but putting it on a pancake is wrong. You are doing terrible, and you might be almost as bad as Paul. Well, I'm done anyways, so it's too late to turn back.
Boom, fresh out of the oven. Done, Chef.
Okay. I'm done too. I wanted to take some extra time to make sure the breakfast sandwich was perfect because it would be embarrassing to mess up a burger. Very impressive, you two. I'm done, Chef. Okay, but the bacon is burnt, so I doubt it will be any good. He'll see. He'll see when it's so good. Come on over, Trish.
Alright, here you go. I made eggs with a side of pancakes.
Oh, this is good. This is pretty good.
Thank you. So, it wasn't bad that I added the ketchup first?
It wasn't as bad as I expected.
Okay.
These eggs are exquisite. They taste great. They look great. Perfect amount of salt. This is the best dish so far. Yes, I'm so happy that I did good. I was a little bit surprised because I've really just been decent all year. I did not expect to be complimented this early in the show.
Hello, Chef.
Well,
Here you go. Here's your cookie-looking breakfast sandwich.
oh, this tastes really good and it looks good. The presentation is great.
Thank you.
You did good, but I have tasted better. You did good.
Thank you.
But not as good as others, but you did not do bad.
Paul's back there. I think I'll be good.
Yeah, definitely. You did not do as bad as I expected on the eggs. The eggs tasted all right. Not the best eggs I've tasted today, but they were all right. The bacon, on the other hand, it was way too crispy, way too crunchy, and it was so dark that it made nighttime look bright from how overcooked it was. It was the worst bacon I've ever tasted, and if the pigs saw what you did to it, it would be so ashamed. You did terrible, Paul. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hi. Here is a gluten-free breakfast burrito.
Oh, you wrapped it in tinfoil. That's nice. Oh my goodness, this tastes incredible. Almost as good as Larry's deviled eggs, but the presentation on his was better. But you are definitely one of the best dishes of today. Matt, this breakfast sandwich is really good. I've had better dishes today, like a breakfast burrito and some deviled eggs. But you definitely did good today, Matt. Hello, Yellow.
I made the
pizza
breakfast
is very
pizza.
good. The sausage tastes good. The eggs taste good. The cheese is cooked perfectly.
It is still hot and fresh out of the oven, like I said.
It's a little bit colder than it was before, but it's still good. Edward, why is this so salty? It's burnt and salty. It is terrible. The only dish I've seen that's almost as bad as this was Paul's. The people in elimination are Edward and Paul. I don't think anyone is surprised by this at all. Go! Hi, hey, you took the oven from me. Whoever was here first won. Yeah, you clearly were here first, 100 years first. What are you doing, Edward? So I found some frozen muffins in the closet. I grabbed them and put some blueberries in them, and now I'm baking it all. That could be very good, Edward. And what are you doing, Paul? I'm putting some chocolate in the muffins that I'm mixing, and I chose to put some salt in the mixing bowl. That way it's got a little bit of taste to it. Are you dense? How many Instagram followers do you have? Do you eat the food on Instagram and spit it out immediately? Because this is terrible. Whatever. What are you doing? I'm dancing while cooking. There's no dancing in cooking. This isn't Dancing with the Stars. This is Top Chef. At least that's what the producers told me the show's name is. I don't really know. But the point is, you are not supposed to be dancing. You're supposed to be cooking. Oh, fine. Jeez. And done. Okay, Edward. I'm almost confident you're gonna move on. Yeah, I'm done too and whatnot. Hi, chef. Here's the muffin. It's very good. It tastes extremely well. I love the sugar crystals you put on top. Thank you, chef. This is a very good muffin. Probably the best one I've had since, 2019. Oh, thanks, chef. I doubt Paul could top this in a million years. Here's my muffin. It's totally better than that million-old man. It's terrible. The chocolate is frozen, it's raw, and it doesn't even have sugar crystals on top of it. This is the worst muffin ever. I could go to a grocery store and get better muffins. However, the person that's eliminated is Paul. Edward, you're moving on. Please stop over-salting the food. I try my best, but with the joint issues I have, it's kind of hard. Okay, then don't try to pour as much salt as you do. Okay.